What's happening, investors, and welcome back to another video. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and we're speaking about a new company that we haven't spoken about on this channel before, and it is a company that has a massive catalyst coming up next week, which I believe could make it explode. They also have a lot more catalysts down the pipeline. They are strongly positioned to be a leader in the industry that they're in, because when you compare them to the current leader, this product is favored by a substantial amount of important people in the industry, and I'm going to get into all that in this video. Before we do though, for those new to the channel, my name is Dean. I'm not a financial advisor, and this video is not financial advice. I'm just someone who loves researching and investing in stocks, and the reason why I do it is because I want to make some money in the stock market and retire early, and I believe that the company that we're speaking about right now could be one of those retire early stocks, because I will just put into perspective for you, they've got a market cap right now of $700 million, yet they are expecting $1 to $3 billion in revenue in the future. So I'm no mathematician, but I'll tell you now that equals a lot of growth for this company. And all I ask in return is that you please invest in the like button, add the subscribe button to your portfolio, and turn on notifications. We talk about stocks all the time on this channel, and can we get this video to 100 likes? I think that's a reasonable goal. Let's see if we can hit that. Thank you so much to everyone who helps us hit those goals. Now, this company was actually suggested to me by one of you guys on my last videos, and I had a look and I was blown away. Without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. The company that we're speaking about today is Sesen Bio. It's another biopharmaceutical company. The ticker is SESN. And as you can see, the last trading day, they were up 3.83%. But if we look at the last month, the stock is down, and it has been a bumpy ride because there's a lot of anticipation. There's a lot of exciting things coming up for this company, and a lot of people are probably swing trading this stock. And you might think, you know, this is very unstable. It's a risky investment, and it is a risky investment. Keep that in the back of your mind. However, if we look back at the 6-month chart, you can see that this, to me, is really nice. Okay, sure, we have some dips along the way, but as you can see, this stock has been climbing and climbing and climbing for the past 6 months, and I personally predict that this will continue to happen. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Now, who is this company? Let's get into their investor presentation. I listened to their conference call and took a lot of notes, so let's just jump into that right now. They are a company that produces treatment for bladder cancer, and their May 2021 business update, Vicinium, and that's their product name, has the potential to improve patient outcomes while reducing overall healthcare costs. So they're saying that they're better than the competitors and they're cheaper. There is a clear regulatory path forward for potential approval in the US in 2021 and Europe in 2022. Now, what's exciting is, if you follow my channel, we also cover another company called Sesn, and we've been speaking about an FDA approval, and that is always a big catalyst for these companies. Well, their FDA approval is expected to come of August of this year. So that is really close, and it's a big catalyst. So that's why, if you're thinking about investing in this company, do your research, but consider getting in as early as possible. You need to consider, however, that the stock is up already a substantial amount, and it is because of this FDA approval. Okay, there are a lot of people already priced into the stock. If you're new to the channel, and you haven't heard me before talking about stocks and stuff, I'm not one of these channels that will tell you, oh, this company's going to the moon, or I'm more reserved. Okay, I'm happy to tell you guys, be careful, the company's already run up. There's some information that's been priced in. Now, I do think this company has a lot of potential in the long run, but you need to keep in the back of your mind, there's already a lot of green, it's already up a substantial amount, so there could be some red days. And if you're going to invest in a company like this, or any company, be sure you're happy to buy in at the price you're buying in. If the company goes down, make sure you're going to hold that, because at the end of the day, if you buy in now and then sell when it's red, that's where you lose a lot of money. Whereas if you buy in now and see red, maybe consider averaging in, and over the long term, if you've done your research, if the company does what they're expected to do and you believe in the company, that's where you make the big investments. You don't make the big percentages in a day or 2 days. No, you make it in 3 years' time. However, as we said at the start of this video, I do think next week is going to be a very big week for this company because of the big catalyst, which we will get into in a bit. Now, Vicinium has the potential to be best in class with projected global peak revenue of $1 billion to $3 billion. That is a lot of money, a lot of revenue when you look at the current market cap of only $700 million right now. However, like I was just saying, long term, this is going to be their projected global peak revenue. This isn't anytime soon, okay? This is further down the track. And I'm going to also listen to a bit of the conference call in this video, so make sure you stick around to hear that, because they do say some things in there that has me very, very excited. So be sure to stick around to the very end for that important piece of information. Now, urologists play a key role throughout the patient journey, and there's a reason why I highlighted this, so just keep this in the back of your mind. Okay, this is the patient journey and urologists play a key role. You need to keep this in the back of your mind because there's a very important point a bit further down the track that will make you understand why this is so important. Look at the pipeline here, okay? Look at the catalysts, okay? We're not talking about test results. We're talking about approvals. FDA, late cycle meeting, mid-July. So this is the big catalyst that I think is about to happen that could really push this stock on good news with a press release. I think this is going to be huge for this company. If we do see a run up and you're invested in this company as a swing trade, maybe consider taking a bit of your money out there and letting the rest ride, because whenever there's a big catalyst like this and there's big news, a lot of people do try buy the rumor, sell the news. So what does that mean? They're buying in because they think this is going to be a big catalyst. The stock goes up in anticipation. The big catalyst comes out and then the stock goes down even on good news because people are taking their profits. So I do expect to go up. However, I also expect a bit of red after that as we see a bit of a pullback. So keep that in the back of your mind. We've also got early commercial success. So they're estimating to be commercially successful in this industry in mid-2022, and considering it's mid-2021 right now, that's only a year away. We're not talking about a long time away before we start seeing numbers and revenues and growth. We're talking a year away, and that's very, very exciting. We also have the potential MAA approval in Europe. We also have the first wave of potential market approvals in MENA in early 2022. So they are targeting the 4 big sectors and they're really targeting them hard. There's just so many catalysts on this timeline, as you can see. But the most exciting one for me definitely is next week, and of course, early commercial success, which we won't see for another year. So their product is Vicinium, and I just showed you this because they've got the US brand name and the EU brand name. Now, it is going to be pronounced the same in both these countries. It's just a spelling thing. And their brand strategy, and this is what I really like about this company, I was having a look at how they're trying to market this product, and they have really nailed it on the head, in my opinion, because their brand strategy is to position Vicinium as the best in class, which improves patient outcomes while reducing overall healthcare costs. So they want to be a US market leader, and they, as we said, they forecast peak global sales of $1 billion to $3 billion. Very, very exciting. Their customer engagement strategy. So with products like this, they're not actually selling directly to customers, they're selling to the clinics which would prescribe this. And what's interesting here is their marketing strategy, and this is what I said, they have a really good one in my opinion. They're looking to engage key leaders to ensure high awareness of clinical data. So they want to show these clinics and the doctors that will be prescribing these, particularly the high prescribing ones, because there are some clinics that would prescribe this kind of medicine a lot more than others. They're really trying to target them, make them aware of the product, of the results, and that they're the people that would then pass this information onto the customers, which would hopefully agree on going down this path because it is a superior product according to the company from what I'm reading here, and would help them not only get better but also benefit Sens and Sesen rather. Sorry, we talk about Sens all the time and they're similar named, Sesen Bio. So that would make investors on this company very, very good, very happy, because at the end of the day, that's how we're going to see some money, isn't it? By people taking this product and hopefully recovering from their symptoms and getting fully better. So here's something very, very interesting. I found this interesting and very exciting. So they did market research and they asked high prescribing urologists if they prefer Vicinium to the current market leader. And what they found was very, very positive. They found that 83% of high prescribing urologists do prefer Vicinium. And like we said, they are trying to sell to these urologists. So these are the people that are going to be buying the product. And when you see that the market leader and the biggest name in the industry, and we're going to talk about how much revenue this is in a bit. So be sure to stick around just to put this in perspective of how big this is and how much money this is. 83% prefer them. And what I found interesting was with the competitor here, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, but they were saying in the investor conference call that when a clinic prescribes this, they actually need to go to another clinic, and this clinic would lose that patient. Now, this has two huge benefits for Vicinium because number one, an emotional connection. You know, a doctor's there to help you, and when they are prescribing someone to help them, they would rather be in charge of that patient's treatment. So with Vicinium, they can do that. They can keep the patient in their clinic, and it's also the business because at the end of the day, these clinics are still businesses, and how they make their money is through the treatments and these visits and keeping the patient in their clinic. Vicinium actually allows them to do this. Vicinium allows the clinic to treat the patient, which means the patient will continue coming back, paying money there, and obviously it's a wise business decision rather than going to the competitor where they have to actually send their patient away for treatment, and they lose that revenue stream, and they also lose that emotional connection of being able to help that patient. They have a strong financial position with 55 million in cash and cash equivalents in the last quarter of 2020 and 110 million in March, so the first quarter of 2021. So 100% change, which is always good. The stock price has also gone up, which of course means the market cap has gone up along with it. So strong financial position. Now, I want to jump into a bit of the investor call, and I just want to reiterate to you guys how important it is that 83% of these urologists prefer Vicinium over the competitor, because we're going to talk about just how much this is in terms of revenues.
I think something that people aren't completely paying attention to yet is just how lucky we are to have Keytruda as our primary competitor. Keytruda is arguably the most important oncology product in the modern era. I mean, as you know well, John, they grew 30% last year with sales last year of $14.4 billion, and I haven't seen your
sales last year. So the key competitor had sales last year of over 14 million, and we're looking at a company that has a better product, which gets me very, very excited.
But many analysts project it to surpass 20 billion.
Billions, rather. I said million just then. Billion. So that's big. Okay, when you're talking, analysts are projecting the competitor to surpass 20 billion in sales of this product, and then you look at the people who are actually prescribing these products, and 83% would rather this product here, the Vicinium product. It just tells me that, hey, when this product comes out, if they're able to really do what they're saying they're going to do, we can expect huge revenues growth. And I believe that 1 to 3 billion in revenue at their peak is just going to be the start, to be honest with you. I mean, if the competitor's doing 20 billions of dollars plus and you got a better product, well, that just tells me that there is a lot of potential in this segment, and there's a lot of money to be made for this company.
Become the best-selling pharmaceutical product of all time, and I believe it has right now the best brand image of any oncology product. So Keytruda is indicated for 19 types of cancer, and in one of those, NMIBC, we believe we're better than them. We believe we will surpass Keytruda, become the market leader in NMIBC. And you know, I think, as you know, a real strength of our company, I think, is the commercial and marketing expertise. And when you beat the dominant market leader in one single area, it has a transformational effect on your brand image and the value of your company. So from a commercial marketing perspective, it's a very important phenomenon. So
what you've understood here now, I need to be clear with you, okay, when we talk about the competitor product, they do target, they said, I believe it was just 20, we just heard 20 different types of cancers, 20 different uses. This company doesn't right now. They, from my understanding, what I've read, they're targeting more just the bladder cancer. So we do need to consider, of course, there's going to be more revenues for the competitor because they've got such a larger market. However, as we heard, if they are able to be the market leader in one of these, it does massive wonders for this company because it's like, hey, it gives them a lot of reputation and that will definitely help future sales. So you just need to be clear on that. Don't get too excited because you hear those big numbers. You need to be clear that this company right now is only targeting one, whereas that company targets 20 different things. So as you can see, it's obviously a much larger segment. And that's why we saw that right now, Sesen was saying that $1 to $3 billion is going to be their peak revenues. I personally think it might be a bit more just because unfortunately the percentage of cancers and stuff does go up over time, and further down the track we could see much bigger revenues in this individual segment, which could create a lot more money. But even at the low end, even at the $1 billion, it's still a substantial amount more than this market cap. And when you see these companies, they never really sell for or trade for prices of 1 to 1. We will never really see $1 billion market cap for a company doing $1 billion in revenues. We will see a much higher percentage, which just makes me think that there is a lot of potential room for this company to grow if they are able to execute on their plan, if they're able to do what they say they do, which I just basically repeated the same thing. I'm so sorry for that, guys. And I'm just personally pretty bullish on this company on the long term. Like I said, next week I expect a lot of volatility. I do think we will finish the week a lot higher than where we are trading today, but we could see a pullback. We could see a lot of people selling out and swing trading, and the stock does crash down at the end of the day. That's just something you need to decide on for yourself. So that's going to wrap up this video for today, guys. Please just make sure you try like this video. Let's try get it to over 100 likes. Subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're invested in this company, it will be in your benefit because I will continue to cover this company on a regular basis, multiple times a week. So if you want to keep up with all the updates, just subscribe, notifications turned on, and I will do my best to give you the best information that I can. Like I said, guys, I'm not one of these YouTubers that's going to try hype a stock up, that's going to sit here saying this is going to $100 a share and make all these ridiculous numbers just to get you excited. No, I do this because I want to genuinely try and make some money for myself here, and I thought, hey, let's try help you guys also. Put these videos out there. I'm doing this research anyway, and you guys can take from it what you wish, add it to your own research. Maybe I might show you a company you've never heard about that will then help you into doing your own research and investing, because I am not a financial advisor. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video.